attempt at recording this introduction because screw Arena's matchmaking. I record this and we get paired up with a 30-minute control game that nothing happens in, but we eventually lose. So here's the current version of the Wish deck. We are actually going to try running Joint Exploration here as opposed to the Path to the World Tree. Path to the World Tree is one of my pet cards and I do love it, but the amount of times it's just been sitting on the field doing nothing, at least this scries and draws us a card if we can't kick it. We're only running the free because we've gone back up to 35 lands. We've dropped one of our basic forests to add 2 World Trees for fixing because Arena seems to love giving me only 1 land hands with no fixing. Aside from that, we've swapped Renegade Rallier for Night of Autumn. We are running Clothis in the main board over Cindervines. We have Cindervines in the sideboard here. This, okay, oh no, you're supposed to be down here up for the, this is our Tudor package. Really, it's just Mila, Outlaws Merriment, Skeleton Summoning, Garruk, and Captive Audience if we need it. Aside from that, it's pretty much the same deck we played before, so let's see if we can get into some good games. No, okay, so the thing is, the first recordings, they were bad games. They were just standard control games, and it's not very good to start a video with 10 minutes of silence of you sitting there going, cast spell, he had a counter, he had a counter, he had a counter. I've always said, like, could you imagine if the Yu-Gi-Oh anime was like based in Magic and they had to try and have control players? I just imagine the stereotypical, like, Japanese stereotyped control player they would put on the, like, the boring dude who does nothing and just goes, that does not happen, that does not happen. My secret power is I bore people to sleep and then they have to concede. I'm trolling, but that is how they would probably portray it in a Yu-Gi-Oh anime. Yeah, so we got a Garruk, that's a good start. We have all of the lands, which is surprising. And we have red, which is scary. Alright, let's start with this. Double red is scary. Okay, we got Gruul, so we need to get this right, that doesn't do anything against our current deck. Let's play this. Then we can play a basic, and then we can join Exploration. Okay. We just gotta kind of hope that we survive this next turn. We did put 2 Clarions in the main board for this very purpose. Okay. Well, he's down to 2, so we need to joint Exploration kicked. That gains life. Okay, all these are good here. Let's just put this into play. We'll put a Triome in. Completely whiffed. We'll Supreme Verdict. I know Phoenix Chick can come back, but we need to try and he top decked another Robber. Of course he did. And a land. Alright, he's down to 1 card in hand. We might have a single chance here if we can maybe draw something other than tons of land. 7, 8, yeah, we'll have enough to do the Yorion trick here. We're going to have to just block here. River Part's a sorcery, dude. It's a sorcery. You can't use it to kill the blocker. Oh no, his last card was just Embercleave. Okay. You've got to be kidding me. How does that even... Okay. Alright. Well, we've got to hope we can draw cards. He's drawing all of our relevant spells, apparently. He'll get 1 damage through here and kill everything. No, so he gets 2 damage through. So we are literally dead to anything he has. Oh, and he has Wow. This was an insane draw for them, and he took all our draws and we got all lands because of this fucking card. It doesn't do anything, dude. Yeah, no, he literally took all our interaction. Wow. We got... what did we get to do today? Did we get to play Magic? No, we didn't. We drew all our lands. Wow. Yay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the fun of playing Magic. Isn't it so amazing when Arena decides you don't get to play the game? We'll get the no-hand land now. Get out of the way now. This is my own cursed blessing. I asked for a non-control matchup so we get the most aggressive matchup we could get. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's standard practice. We don't see any Vanishing Verses, any Clarions, or other stuff. We get the 1 Supreme Verdict in our opening hand. Guess we can do this. We're going to have to do this and get blue. Then we're going to have to Tyrant Scorn. We're going to be off keel here, but who cares? That's a turn. So he goes, he does. Burning Tree. Okay. Into Burning Tree. Into, oh my, into Rolling Vortex. Okay, well, let's just destroy this now. Guess we just got to play this and hope. It's fine, because we're not going to get to cast it anyway. This transforms. He probably just has natural hasty 0 dropping to Embercleave. Yep. Are we just dead now? Do we get to draw a relevant spell? No, we don't. Oh, of course we don't. Yeah, we'll call it here. This one was a fun 3 turns of Magic. Yeah, I should have shoot it down. Oh, you know, we were literally 1 game away from platinum, and then Arena decided that hey, you didn't spend your monthly wildcard, so you don't get to have any games. What I mean by good games is good interactive games. Like, I went one of the games I played before the losing streaks thing, I lost to a Rakdos aggro deck, a Rakdos sack deck, but we went for like 20 minutes back and forth, clinging onto life, stabilizing against his top decks and our top decks and drawing, and then eventually lost, but that was an amazing game. These games where we just get completely blown out by either we get the... okay, since they've gone to a different rank, they're selecting our bad matchup, so this will be either super control or super combo. Something that we basically can't interact with on our own axis. Yeah, you know what, we'll keep this because it's dumb. Oh look, we don't have any of the blue to cast any of these spells. Well, we'll play this. Oh, we got a Rakdos deck. Okay. And we're not going to draw lands. I would like to point to the last 2 games where we flooded like a fucking guy on a mission, and now we're not going to draw lands. Correction, we will draw lands now, but our opponent will have the Thoughtseize to take the relevant card before we get to cast it. Yep. Blood Tithe into the Fable, the biggest mistake Magic has printed in recent years. Well, let's just make him sack a creature, keep the damage down. No, it's like I say, Fable's one of these cards that I just can't believe they printed. Ramp, card draw, and an engine on the end. I think the most telling thing for Fable being busted is the optimal list of Niv Mizzet now in Explorer and Pioneer played this over God's sake, okay, we're in trouble here. Do we have anything we can do that would get us out of this? We can bounce a Shieldred. Then we have to just draw a card here. We only have the 1 black, don't we? So we can Tyrant Scorn. No, next turn they get the Sheldred. Nah, this is over. Look, it was over because next turn they flip the Fable of the Mirror Breaker, and they have literally another sack thing. We were not winning that game. Our full play set of Vanishing Verses in many of the matchups we've been playing recently would be great. It would be amazing if one of them would show up, as opposed to, you know, the whatever. No, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm not enjoying Explorer. It's pretty obvious. I'm not enjoying Arena, if I'm honest with you. Something's really happening to this format. Like, originally it was cool to play, it didn't have some... But I think the my problems with Arena just started with the induction of the whole... My problems with the Arena client, I think, just started with the whole, hey, we're bringing the whole announcement of, hey everyone, we're going to bring Pioneer to Arena, but we're going to shit on the deck that you love, that only needs a single card that we could put in. Yeah, I'm still beating that dead horse. I think it's a valid argument, though. Like, they said they wanted to complete decks. Then the most obvious deck they could complete would be the little deck that only needed Bring to Light to actually be a card. And I was expecting them to do Bring to Light and do Prismatic Ending to fuck Historic over even more, to be a Controls and Player's Paradise. No, it's like I said, I just have never... Explorer was fun. I just, when they put alchemy into it, I kind of just fell off. I was just like, nah, I'm not into this. Well, we now can't cast a single spell in our hand apart from this card. So it'd be fun if we could maybe get a land. I mean, I know we won't because we don't get to play Magic here. Yep, there's old Graveyard Trespasser. Right up there on the list of cards that should have probably never been printed. Yeah, you know what? I'm done. I'm not taking that hit. And I want the treasure for later. Land into Bone Crusher. No, into Shielded. Okay, oh, it's cheap. I freaking hate that this thing does not give you the ability to... that it just auto passes, even though there are actual responses you would probably want to do. Nah, we'll keep that for later. Then we need to reload our hand before our opponent gets a Thoughtseize.
Reload!
Okay, not the greatest, not the worst. We might have to go double Ravens here to get going. If they use their turn to just kill Niv and not deploy any threats, I'm okay with that too. Okay, no Skull Smashing. Infernal Grasp, yep. Graveyard Trespasser number 2. Because, you know, we loved it so much, we totally wanted another one to show up, eh? Let's go Raven's Warning. Let's go Night of Autumn. Make Night of Autumn bigger for the block, and we'll pass. And we will trade with the Graveyard Trespass if we have to. In fact, we could even remove it if we want to. Unlicensed Hearse, yep. And a Graveyard. Okay. See if he goes for the combat here. No combat. Alright, let's get this destroyed while we're on. Eventually that will become a big creature. I have no graveyard synergies, I just don't want you to have access to a huge ass creature in the late game. Alright, play this. A bit of combat, attack with everything. He knows we're gonna board wipe, so. Flying, buddy, your little giant can't block it. I draw a card and look at your hand. Let's see what you're dealing with. Just another Bone Crusher. Nothing too major. Right, let's... Actually, if he only has a Bone Crusher, then maybe it's better to... Yeah, let's double Ravens here. Turn. See what he draws on his turn, interestingly. Oh, we got World Tree active, duh. I was wondering why the lands look like that. It's been a while. There's no point looking. I don't think anything in your deck unless you're running main board. Yep. He wants that damage bad. Liliana of the Veil, okay. Man, he does not want us to have these birds. Right, well, he's got nothing in hand now. I mean, we love the fact that fucking that Rakdos has the single most stupid card they've ever had in their life. Okay, here we go. Secret Drone, and this puts a card on top of our deck. Let's put the Skeleton Swarming just to be cool about it. Play this land for turn. Let's draw this. If we do this, we get 4/5 treasure. Yeah, we can do that. Play this. Take this, sacrifice a creature. Get another treasure, and decline. Draw a card. Play Skeleton Swarming, which is pretty good inevitability here. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Of course, that they pull the Mirror Breaker. Discard Clarion, we're okay with that for now. Right. What do we put here for inevitability? We put Outlaw's Merriment, that'd be fun. Play this. Go to combat. Both of these will attack Lily. See if he blocks. Nope. Okay, do this. Play this. Then we will blink nothing, and in the end step we'll make more tokens. You can only discard one and draw one. Passes, play Outlaw's Merriment, so we have more options for next turn. We're going to combat, attack with all three of these. God, I love this card, Skeleton Swarming. Does he have a board wipe? No, he's just going to concede. Okay. He's waiting for the draw there. Alright, so we've seen the Fable. So keep it going, same again. See, this matchup, apart from our bad start, the first one's been okay. Well, it's okay for me, I guess, because I got to do my cool thing. That's one of the things you got to remember, I suppose, in hindsight when you're playing these games. No, I don't think Lily's a problem with Rakdos. So I genuinely have a hatred of Graveyard Trespasser because why is that card a black card? Like, it's a werewolf. Werewolves are cruel. You can't just splash in a single black werewolf and make it the best werewolf that's ever been printed for standard play. Like, if I was trying to make a werewolf tribal deck, that would be a 4 of in the deck because it protects itself, it does so much, it's so good. But they just don't put it in the... it's my commander player self is coming out here now. I genuinely probably think we get rid of the... Do we get rid of a land here? This is a green, this is up. I think we get rid of Godless Shrine. Controversial maybe, but we're assuming a turn 1 Thoughtseize, so we need action in our hand. Here we go. Shock Thoughtseize. He probably takes the Raven's Crown because he's probably scared of it now. The Raven's Warning, sorry. It is actually hilarious how a lot of these players react to cards which are not optimal. I mean, yes, it's true that once we get the Resolve card down, it's hard for them to interact with. But it's just genuinely fun to just see them go, but that's not in the online deck list I read on MTG Goldfish. How does that work? No, it's not a criticism of the players themselves, it's a criticism of Arena's economy. These guys have crafted these decks because they want to play what's best, and that's how you have to play on Arena, unless you want to do it for fun. Yep, there's another Thoughtseize. I think we're probably going to get punished with the old, oh, you didn't want our land, so you're not going to get a land. Well, this is basically a Death Shadow deck at this point. He's down to 14 already. What's the crew on hers? 2. Yep. Here we go. This is Arena's way of punishing us. They've probably got a Shieldred coming up next. I want to bet. I wonder if that's an experiment someone's done. If you put a land back, does Arena Shuffler then automatically like not give you a land? Just to be like spiteful about it? It appears so. There's the most busted card in Standard that should not exist. Alright, here's the deal. We don't get a land this turn, I think we just have to concede. Well, we got a land, so we can't concede. Croaxer. It's got our next growth spiral because apparently, you know. Yeah, we're getting hit for 7 here. Are we just dead? Well, we started drawing lands, which is good for us. Need to get a black here. I don't know, maybe we can survive. We've got to see how this goes. If we scorn the hearse, depends what they're doing. Crooks, Vanishing Verse. Cruise the... Yeah, we just died to a stomp here. We might have a chance here. Maybe. It is a long shot. Okay. Gotta play the land and then Supreme Verdict. Then we just have to pray for some good draws. He's nearly already got Cruxer again though. He's got another hearse in hand. That's fine. Okay, we'll leave this for now. Do we do this or do we do this? Then we have to bring Yorion to hand here. Let's see what our opponent does. The problem is the hearse could just become a problem. And it's a pretty telltale sign when pretty telltale sign when your most prominent graveyard decks are using hearse in the main board to just because they've got every answer, because Fable the Mirror Breaker is the dumbest card ever existed. Yep, you gotta love Fable the Mirror Breaker, haven't you? I mean, where would Magic be if Fable the Mirror Breaker hadn't come along and revolutionized the goddamn freaking world? We're just dead either way here, I think. I don't think there's a way out where we can actually survive. Nope, they just top decked removal. Shame. Oh yeah, Arena reminding us that we're going down in ranks because we have to spend our wild cards. I'm sorry, Mr. Arena. I'll give you money. We got our dailies done, so we don't give a shit. Let's do one more match, and then we can just probably bury this, to be fair. Yeah, so the Rakdos deckers appear to have put in Croxers now, and now they're putting in... we go down to Silver because our win rate is so atrocious now that we're just going to be playing Bad Match Silver. 35 lands, Arena, and you tell me in your double shuffler you didn't give us one. I'm at the point where there is parts of me that want to just forever say fuck this and just never play this client again. And we've got control, so we're not gonna get to play Magic. And we're gonna be given all our growth spirals again, because you know we don't need anything other than lands in this matchup, and then we'll never Oh my god, is this actually a blink deck? Because that would be sick. I would respect the Kahoozie out of a blink deck. It might just be. Oh, I could have done with that nerve. Let's crack this, grab a black, I guess. Okay, there we go. Then we can play Nip Mizzet.
Reload.
I'll do for now. I think it would be fun to play again. Yeah. I don't think it would actually be fun in the current meta with. Alright, we got Panharmonicon. Our trick's gonna have to be attack here. We're gonna have to climb. You know what, we might have to just. Yeah. Wandering Mind. Alright, let's just play the Raven's Crime. I'm hoping they only have bounce or. No, that's fine with me. Overwhelmed Apprentice again. Yep. We need a. Why is it always we seem to, okay, no, I'm not gonna get into ranty mode here. That's fine. Terrace Garden, play Clothis for the sake of time. Oh my god, I don't have another red. Just realized I do not have red. Okay. Deputy of Detention, that's fine. That's actually fantastic. Because we'll destroy the deputy. Get back our stuff. Get another Niv trigger.
Reload.
Find everything we want, including a way to sack your artifact. Lucky Skyclave, get back another token. So this is blue-white blink. This is interesting. Genuinely don't. I guess we can bring in a D-Spark. Supreme Verdict's good. All of this is good. This is so much. This is annoying. How we never see this stuff when we need it. The true nature of Magic's variance, isn't it? Okay, let's see where we are. We'll take out a Clothis because slow game is great, but we'll see. Sure. This gives us a turn 2 join expedition just to dig if it's going to be bad. Into a turn 3 Wandering Mind. I think we deploy Wandering Mind first just to guarantee. Okay, so he has bought enchantment hate. Well, let's just keep all his creatures off the field for now. We just don't want him to have creatures. I actually really like this brew. He didn't hit his third land drop, okay, so let's play Wandering Mind. If there are 5 lands on top of the deck, I will seethe in rage. Only 3. We'll take a Clarion, because we can cast that. We're tempting out a Skyclave here, because I'm pretty sure he's going to land Skyclave. Oh man, he is struggling for lands. We, on the other hand, are also struggling, but fortunately, even without an additional land drop, we don't have green yet, so let's just do that. Well, we're going to be a Jeskai deck apparently. Apparently we're Jeskai Niv Mizzet. Fibble Fitble lost. Draws a card. Finds his land. Okay, let's try again. Join exploration without a kick in the main phase, which feels super bad. No, we need to hit our land drops. We need our other colors. Thank you. Hit it down to 17. Yeah, I really wanted Edgar, but what are you going to do? Alright, we came prepared for this. We now have our other land, so let's Whitehead Thievery first. We'll put a land under here because we do not. Yep. Alright, start with D-Spark. Take out this. Clearly they're waiting for a big play here. We'll attack in, put it down to 15. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Faster with the deep. This deck is really sick. Let's destroy this so they can't get card draw. Okay, like this, like Niv.
Reload!
Yeah, pretty good. Attack for 2. Hold 7 cards for interaction. I guess we get the pity win here. Okay. I was going to say, you are not going to return. Wait till he goes for the target, then we'll Tyrant Scorn, destroy this. You could just have speed blink. Nope, okay, yeah. Still hovering around goal 2 here. I think for the sake of my own sanity, we're probably going to get to playing the other version of Niv for a bit. Although, I will say, right, let's just do a little review here for the adjustments we made. Right. Dawn Expedition does have some good synergies. The fact that you have to kick it to 3 if you want the land drop, but as a 2 mana scry 2 draw a card, instant speed still pretty solid. What else did we change? Night of Autumn we didn't see much in play, but it did do some stuff in the struggling games. Clothis, yeah, it's good. Raven's Warning. The thing I never thought I would say about Raven's Warning, the problem we have now is literally game 1 they let it happen because they're like, what's this, looks terrible. Then we play our sideboard, like win the match card, and then from that point on they take out Raven's Warning with unmediated proficiency. Let's just see, let's just see what from outside the game cards we actually, hold on. See if there's any other wishing cards that we have. There's Fae of Wishes, and there's Mastermind Acquisition. Also Wish, but we would need 8 mana to make that efficient. This would. Maybe there's a world where we could Fae of Wishes. Oh no, I'm starting to brew in my brain again. I'll cut it off here. All in all, it was a rough session. I think we need to probably look at adjusting the deck a bit going forward. Peace to later.